Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, a Snowbirds team member dies in a flight demonstration accident. A drone pilot is in hot water after flying too close to the Blue Angels flight path. And a reserve pilot flies U-2 Dragon Lady. I'm Sophie Hurlock. A Sunday morning accident involving the Canadian Forces Snowbirds flight demonstration team has taken the life of one of their team members and injured the pilot. The accident occurred in the Brocklehurst neighborhood of Kamloops, British Columbia, after rain and low visibility delayed the team's departure from Okanagan, where they were preparing to launch a planned flyover as part of Operation Inspiration. After holding for weather, a two-ship formation departed from the Kamloops airport shortly after 11 a.m. local time. The aircraft on the left of the formation suddenly pitches up aggressively, rolling over the top and continues rolling as it pitches towards the ground and impacts. Two ejections are seen, but at very low level in a high-speed vertical trajectory. The aircraft crashed into a house in a nearby neighborhood, causing damage, but no injuries to anyone on the ground. However, the pilot, Captain Richard McDougall, landed onto a roof after ejection and sustained extensive but non-life-threatening injuries. And unfortunately, Snowbird's PAO Captain Jen Casey was killed on impact. All of us here at Aero-News send our deepest condolences to the Snowbirds and the loved ones of Captain Casey. We'll be right back with Around the Patch.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
Well, hello, fellow flight instructor. It's been over a month now since we all started working and studying from home, and we hope we'll all be able to get back in the cockpit soon. But until then, King Schools is offering an even better deal on our flight instructor refresher courses.
Right now, you can get our FERC for only $93. Plus, you get our King Schools Aviation e-library free with your FERC purchase. Use the code HOME when you order.
Affordable and economical, Pipistrel is proud to present the Alpha Trainer. Offering excellent fuel efficiency and a durable composite design, the Alpha Trainer can be operated from virtually anywhere. Whether you're a first-time aircraft owner, assembling a fleet, or running a flight school, the Light Sport Alpha Trainer from Pipistrel is a dynamic option. Learn more about what the Pipistrel Alpha Trainer can do for you at pipistrel-usa.com.
Welcome back. It's time for today's trip around the patch. Due to the effects COVID-19 has been having on events, gatherings, and travel, MultiGP has decided to reschedule their International Open. The new date for the event will be August 12th through the 16th at the Academy of Model Aeronautics in Muncie, Indiana. Secretary of Transportation Elaine Chao announced the appointment of 30 board members to the newly formed Women in Aviation Advisory Board. Former U.S. Air Force Secretary Heather Wilson will now serve as chair of the board. WIAAB was established back in October of last year under the FAA Reauthorization Act of 2018 with the goal of developing strategies and recommendations to encourage women to enter the aviation field. An F-22 assigned to the 43rd Fighter Squadron, part of the 325th Fighter Wing currently based at Eglin Air Force Base, crashed Friday morning onto the test and training range. The pilot was safely ejected from the aircraft, and there were no fatalities or civilian property damage related to the accident. Due to the impact of the coronavirus, the European Commission is extending its June 7th deadline to equip aircraft with ADS-B to December 7th. This amendment to Regulation 1207-2011 was made back on April 29th. We'll be right back with the rest of the news.
Sandia introduces the new SAI 340 Quattro TSO'd airspeed, attitude, altitude, and slip. With integral backup battery, safety never looked so good. See it now at www.sandia.aero.
A Michigan-based UAV pilot is in hot water after he flew very close to the flight path of a Blue Angels America Strong public flyover. The video, posted on Facebook and Instagram, allegedly by Giovanni Lucia, shows a small drone flying exceptionally close to the Blue Angels, set to the Top Gun theme song Danger Zone. The drone may have been even closer than it appears, as many consumer drones use wide-angle lenses. This video has since been removed, and Lucia has deactivated both accounts. The flight broke many laws, as drone operators are forbidden from interfering with manned aircraft, flying in a reckless or irresponsible manner, and without a Part 107 waiver, cannot fly over people, and this video was shot over downtown Detroit. The U.S. Navy and federal officials are not amused by the stunt and are recommending an aggressive investigation and possible prosecution. For the first time in Air Force and 9th Reconnaissance Wing history, a reservist, Major Jeffrey Anderson, 99th Reconnaissance Squadron pilot, qualified to fly the U-2 Dragon Lady, the hardest aircraft in the world to fly. I applied for the U-2 program while in active duty and then switched to the reserves. The last 2 years I've been flying for Delta Airlines, and then I took a 2-year break, and now I'm back flying the U-2 as a reservist, stated Anderson. Coming back to active duty from the reserves is no easy task, and Anderson was able to come back to fly the U-2 through a commander-directed requalification program. The average training program takes months to complete. The U-2 and the T-38 Talon flights, various simulators, survival training, and other operations. Less than 1,500 pilots have flown the U-2 Dragon Lady since its first flight in 1955. And that wraps up our show for today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to click subscribe and to check us out on Facebook and on Twitter. For more aviation and aerospace news any time of the day, head over to aero-news.net. I hope you had a great start to your week, and I'll see you Wednesday.